Hello guys and welcome to another video, and I have here the maps that I showed you how to prepare for printing, how to dimension, and showed you some tips on Canva on another full video that I posted here in the channel, and these are the printed results. However, this video here was supposed to be the video of me using these things to play, but it's not. Why it's not? Because I want to give you some extra tips, specifically because I was printing them and things went terribly wrong before they went right. And that reminds me of some more tips that I can give you on the printing of anything. In this case, maps that are very intricate and have like details and all of that and colors and everything. And I'm going to tell you those tips in this video so that you are prepared to, solve them if they come into your life. And this here in particular may vary from printer to printer. I showed my printer in another video, and it's a Pixma Canon G3110. I think that's the one, but it's that series G3000. It's one of them. And I've learned how to work with it. And that's what I showed in another previous video. So you can go check that out. And this time I was printing it and this happened. Do you see this map? You can see this map, right? I'm going to leave it this side. And then I'm going to show what happened before this happened. Okay, you can clearly see the difference, right? Vibrant, dead, basically, which may work depending on what you're going for. But I much rather use this one, and it shows better on camera, as you can see. So if I'm going to record something for you guys, this is a lot better. And the places I have DM'd, so if I'm not playing solo, I'm going to be DMing or GMing a game. They have a little bit of low light. It's kind of like the ambience is a little bit dark. So this was going to be like really hard for my players to see. But it's not horrible, right? It's not terrible. You may say it's not horrible. I mean, it's just not as vibrant as the other one. Okay, and they are like in in different directions. Okay, now you can compare directly on the same sides. But also I had this guy. So yeah, now it's not good at all, right? Okay, so what happened was I printed this one first, and okay, very good, a good definition. And mind you, I'm using here the cheapest of papers. It's printer paper. There's no special paper here. I do usually print on a thicker paper, but for these ones I decided I'm going to just print in regular paper. I'll laminate it, which I'm going to do. I'm going to laminate them, and it's going to be fine, because whenever I need to use this, they are going to be like just spread around the table, and whenever I'm not using them, they are going to be on my adventures folder. I have a folder with many pockets, so it's going to be there and nothing is going to happen to it. But the darkness of this one, and in some parts, is really difficult for you to make out the details as supposed to this one, right? And that's important to me, because if I bring it closer to the camera, you can kind of see it's okay, but my players are going to be in the table, like basically this distance. And when I'm playing solo in my table, I'm basically this distance, the camera here, or I have to like put my face right on the map to see them, which I don't want to. It kind of breaks my immersion on the game. So I decided that I want something more vibrant. However, one thing that I remembered when I was printing this one was that I had not set up all the configurations on my printing that I had to. And on the previous video where I showed my printer and all the printing tips, I showed you all those settings that I use. And one of the settings is type of paper. As I said, am printing on regular paper, and the settings I was using was for some thicker, like think even invitation, like kind of paper, like that thick, better quality paper. And I knew that that had something to do with it, but I was a little bit wrong. Depending on the paper, yes, the printing job is going to be different. So setting up the correct type of paper in your printer might make like a tremendous difference. In this case, it didn't. It made it worse, which is the case here. This was my second attempt at printing. And I knew that printing with the setting for regular paper, at least on my printer, it kind of breaks, specifically if it's like a full page image, because this paper is really thin, is really cheap, it's not like high quality at all. And the printer adapts to it. You tell the printer, hey, I'm printing on this like plain paper, cheap, thin, and the printer knows, like it's programmed to know that that type of paper is not designed to receive a lot of ink, because it's going to be warping, and because ink is liquid, and you can kind of see here, if I just put it through the light, you can see like the little marks. I suppose this one, there are marks, but not super visible. Like this one is a lot more warped due to the amount of ink it took. But this one doesn't look good because the printer tries to compensate the lack of quality in the paper by like adjusting the colors or the amount of ink, and then those things may happen in it, and I don't like that. So, and this is the second map I just brought to show that the difference was a lot more drastic, right? Like, can you see? Like, I can't see anything here. There's nothing here. It doesn't exist. And this is the actual thing, the actual image, So same problems. What I did to solve this was I went back to my Canva file. It went back to Canva, and I adjusted the images, because the images themselves, in this case, they were a little bit darker than what my printer can handle. So it's specifically like it's more the combination. It's not like my printer can't handle that type of image. If I printed that in photographic paper, it would come with a lot more detail. It would be a lot better, but I don't want to put them in photographic paper, So the combination of the maps themselves being a little bit more on the darker side, the original file, and my printer and the selection of paper I'm using and the selection of settings I'm using on them, that made disaster happen on these examples here. So I went back to the images and I adjusted them. When you adjust a selfie to post on social media, or when you go to Photoshop and make things lighter or darker by adjusting some settings, that's what I did. I just went back there and I added some lights, I removed some shadows, I moved the sliders to like make the colors more vibrant and all, and there's all in Canva. It was all in Canva. I didn't have to go to another app to do that. And it came out a lot better, a lot more visible, and I can use that to play now. So that's all I wanted to show you, just to give you extra tips. And if things go wrong, there's always an explanation. There is always a way to fix that. So I hope that helped someone, and I'm going to end this video now so that I can eliminate them and record the actual gameplay with these two maps. And by the way, again, these maps are from Mauricio, and I'm going to again leave his link on this on the description of this video. Remember to leave a like and comment down below if you have gone through these hardships or anything else with your printing map or anything really, so that we can share experiences. See you in the next video, guys. Bye bye.